What's going on, YouTube? It is your man's Mr. Dominic Cruz coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. Oh, we hope you guys are trying for your purpose and mission in life. You guys are going out there, working hard for it, grinding it out, and getting rewarded for it, because at the end of the day, when we go for the purpose and mission in life, good things do happen. So the question that I got was, what happens if my ex moves on during no contact? So let me tell you a little quick story real quick. 2.5 years ago, I was in a hard, I was like depressed. I mean, there was obviously in the point where in my life to where I was no longer in a relationship with someone that I truly loved at the time. And, you know, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want the relationship to end. I was trying, you know, just trying, right? But again, you can't, it's, when shit don't go the way you want it to be, or it just doesn't work, then it's just like, then you gotta let it go. You gotta let that person go, right? It's probably one of the hardest things to do. But here's the thing. I stumbled upon no contact, and I thought no contact was a whole strategy to get an ex back. But you know what? The whole thing when it comes to no contact is meant to be for you. No contact is meant for you to build more value to you. No contact is meant for you to learn more about yourself and learn about what you like and learn more about your love. Learn about what you really like in a relationship. Learn about what you don't like in a relationship. Learn about what you like about yourself. Learn about what you don't like about yourself. With the things that you don't like about yourself, you gotta learn how to like that. So that's the whole thing, what happened with me. Now, what happens if your ex moves on during the no contact stage? First of all, you want your ex to move on during the no contact stage. I have to be real blunt with you. You know why? Because at the end of the day, that's how she's going to process. That's how she's going to learn. That's how someone learns about what they had in the past. You know, you know what? You're probably one of the greatest things that's ever happened to her, but she probably didn't realize it. But later on in life, she's going to realize it, and you're on to bigger and better things. You know, 2.5 years ago, I was like so depressed and didn't even know where the hell I wanted to go. But you know, here I am today at a penthouse, living my life, doing what I want to do, living my life, doing my business, everything, because that is exactly what I set vision on myself. And now the next 5 years are going to be looking damn fantastic because I have that vision and it's going well. So here's the thing, you got to have that vision as well, right? And if you have trouble with that, you can go in the description box, book a meeting with your man, Mr. Dominic Cruz. And obviously, you can always friend request me on Facebook, and then always go into the free group and all that. But here's the thing. If someone so much, you know, moves on, you know, then it's okay. You know, it doesn't mean that they're not going to contact you. I mean, probably so. But here's the thing. But if someone never contacted you, right? It just means that they never really care. Not to say they really care for you, but they just never really wanted you. Maybe you got to look at it in a way to where you were probably too good for them and they never deserved you. So, and the whole thing is like, you know, you got to also think of it this way, right? You ask the question, what happens if my ex moves on during the no contact stage? How about you flip the script and says, what happened? Like, you know, what would happen, right, if your ex thought you moved on? You gotta flip the script around. You can't always say, well, no, right? What happens if you moved on during the no contact stage? Which is, you should be doing that anyways. You gotta learn about those things about yourself. You gotta learn about loving yourself. You gotta learn all those things, man. I mean, let's be real. I mean, this whole thing where if she moves on, doesn't mean that it's over. The relationship that you had with her, the romantic relationship, that one is over. But you never know, there might be a time the way they contact you, especially if the ball is in their court. If the ball is in their court, they have to contact you. You don't contact them, because it doesn't make any sense. You know, communication's like a game of tennis. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. Tell me about your day. They never respond. But you go over and get the ball, hit it. Hey, you never answer my... You get what I'm saying with this whole thing with communication? The ball is in their court. So, and it's selfish, and it shows a selfish trait if you decide, if someone says to you that they'll... not says to you, but if someone like decides to not contact you after you ask them a question, don't get bent out of shape. Just wait for them, that's it. So, and here's another thing. If the person broke up with you or even ghosted you, they're responsible of hitting you up, calling you, contacting you, only because the ball is in their court. You know, if they told you, they give you a call, and never called you, if they broke up with you, whatever, the ball is in their court. The whole thing, what you got to do with the no contact is drive value. You got to uplift yourself. You got to bring yourself up to the next level. You got to bring yourself to the point to where you never thought of being, only because it was out of your reach, but then you started accomplishing it one step at a time. Does that make sense? I really hope this whole thing makes sense, because, you know, what if, you know, she does move on? That's okay. That just it shouldn't affect you. And if it does affect you, then, you know, obviously you can always contact me, and then we can learn, we can help you get to the next level. But I really hope this whole thing makes sense, because, you know, at the end of the day, it really comes down to the whole thing to where, are you really trying to grow yourself, or are you just trying to get your own selfish needs out the way so you can get this person back? Like I said in the other video, one of the guys that I used to coach, he waited 3 years. He literally waited, but he never developed himself. But his ex-girlfriend saw that he was still the same person, never really fully developed, and it just, you have to really work on yourself. If there's something that you don't like about yourself, address it. But if you're going to be passive about it, you're not going to learn it. You're not going to get it. You're not going to grow. And again, don't say what happens if my ex moves on during no contact. What happens if you moved on during no contact? Because you're just as important. You're just as valuable. You're just as golden. So that's this whole thing. And if the day they ever do contact you, it's a brand new day. It would be a brand new day, brand new time, a brand new start. So anything you hold in the past, don't even bring it up in the present, because it's already in the past. But I'll bring that up in one of my future videos. So if you guys find this information valuable, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share, because it is your man, Mr. Dominic Cruz, coming at you with another video. Yes, another one, another one, another one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And of course, don't forget to friend request me on Facebook, or join my free group, or follow my new Instagram, and of course, book a meeting with your mans. I'll see you guys.